The Jesuits, okay?
That's right.
Which is a black society of the Roman Catholic Church.
Right.
So you have the Pope and you have the black Pope. The black Pope today is Kolvenbach. All right?
Peter Hans Kolvenbach.
Peter Hans Kolvenbach.
Right.
And this guy speaks a number of different languages fluently.
Right.
And he's considered the Pope behind the Pope. He's in the dark.
Right.
He's a real Pope.
Right.
All right, and he's in charge of the Jesuit order,
Right.
the Society of Jesus,
Right.
which are a bunch of black monks that of the Roman Catholic Church that go around buying people out
Right.
and killing people because they're like ninjas.
Right. They're well trained.
And I believe the ninjas were set up by the Jesuit order.
Right.
Because they wore that black.
Yep.
You ever see that movie V for Vendetta?
Oh yeah.
Okay, now you notice the main guy that wore all black and he was good in the martial arts.
Right.
He was a Jesuit priest.
Guy Fawkes, yeah. Guy Fawkes.
Right, Guy Fawkes.
Right.
And he was the one. This guy actually lived during the time of King James, and his job as a Jesuit priest was to go and to blow up the house where King James was sitting. By the way, King James is a black man. All right. So he's gonna show you the picture.
Here's a picture of Peter Hans Kolvenbach. This is one of the. You want to talk about a real devil, a real demon.
A real demon.
This guy right here. He tells the Pope what to do. Now you got all these millions of people bowing down to the Pope. They have no idea that the power behind the Pope is this guy, Peter Hans Kolvenbach. And you know how long it takes you to be a Jesuit priest? 32 years of intense study. 32.
In the scriptures, and all type of religion,
and
in the martial arts,
yep.
in war, in shooting guns,
yep.
in different poisons. Yep. They're ninjas, all right?
They're ninjas.
So
they're a perfect assassination team.
So that
the Jesuits.
whole group sold out.
Matter of fact, it was a Jesuit.
Well, a lot of the top sold out because a lot of them don't know. They're regular people. They don't know.
Right. It was a Jesuit that took out. I forgot his name. William something, from Ireland, that took out Kennedy. In the motorcade, when he was driving the car, and when they created all that,
the Secret Service.
Right, they created all that diversion, the shots coming from all the place, and he turned around. Let me see, he's driving there. He turned around and blew Kennedy's head off. His name was William Gray from Ireland. He was a Jesuit. All right, they don't tell you that. They'll tell you John Lee Harvey Oswald, some coked out white boy who couldn't really spell his name, killed Kennedy. Give me a break, man.
And if you want to say that we're crazy, we have the actual film footage of the guy actually turning around
and shooting,
blowing his head off.
Blowing Kennedy's head off.
It's called a man by the name of Saputa.
Right.
Had a camera and he filmed it.
Right, Abraham, and he could have been a member of the Jesuits, because that was all staged. See, the elites, the Rothschild family, they wanted to take Kennedy out. The Rothschild family got tired of Kennedy and his BS. Kennedy was trying to set up his own regime. He was going against the grain, so to speak. And the Rothschilds, they own America lock, stock, and barrel. England owns America lock, stock, and barrel. There's no, all that independence from England, that's all bullshit. England still owns America. That's why the Queen was over here a few months ago, or maybe a month ago. She was down in Charleston.
In Virginia.
Right. I think she was down there in Charleston, South Carolina, though.
Okay, right.
All right. She was looking over some property. Why? Because she owns that property. The Queen. All right. So Kennedy, going back to Kennedy, the elites got tired of Kennedy. They wanted him out of there, and they wanted to make a public example. And you'll notice ever since Kennedy was taken out, no other president has come against the elites. Not one. Because they wanted to make an example of this guy. All right? And we've had, since Kennedy, we've had, what, 15, maybe 20 presidents since then. Not one of them have gone against the elites over there in England. Okay? Go on.
Right, Isaiah 54:16.
But they're going to be taken down. These are Illuminati guys that we're talking about. The Most High is going to take them down. They're the ones that hold the reins of power, but the Lord is going to destroy them. That's what we're reading. Go on.
Behold, they shall surely gather. No, excuse me. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire.
So going back to the smith now, where's the son? Of that's talking about the nuclear missiles. Basically, the Most High is saying, I gave these guys the mind frame and the technology to create these missiles. Showing you that the Most High deals with what? death, destruction.
Well, you know,
A lot of people think it's Satan, but it's the Most High. The Most High said, I gave him the technology. I gave him the power. Go on.
Right. And that bringeth forth an instrument for his work.
Now, what's his work? Right here. To destroy America. That's his work. Yeah.
Scripture prove the instrument too.
Okay. All right. Okay. Matter of fact, why don't you bring that out now?
Okay, got
Yeah,
it.
bring it out now.
This is
Psalm. What you got there? Okay.
This is Psalms chapter 7, verse 13.
Go on.
It said, he hath also prepared for him the instruments of death.
What is the instruments of death? No, that's cool. Read that again. Read it again.
Psalm 7 and 13.
What is this talking about? This is talking about the nuclear missiles. Read it again.
He hath also prepared for himself the instruments of death.
Who's the him talking about? The so-called white man. What's the instruments of death? These missiles, these nuclear missiles right here. And death is going to come in the form of what? Nuclear destruction. And you know what? We don't give a damn if people don't believe it. The question isn't do you believe it? The question is how are you going to make it out of here when this destruction happens? That's the real question. Because there's no doubt that it's not going to happen. It is going to happen.
That's why they try to get off this planet.
Matter of fact, the elites, they have bomb shelters, even as we speak right now, 50 stories down. You go to Washington, D.C., right underneath the Capitol building, 50 stories down is a bomb shelter. Why is that there, if it's not going to happen? Why is there a bomb shelter down there? Right, a matter of fact, like the brother said, they got a whole city down there. They got running water down there. They got filtered air down there. They got sidewalks. A whole damn city.
Still gonna be
Because,
wiped out. So
well, even if it's not wiped out, it's going to be their. That's going to be their coffin. Matter of fact, give me
they're not coming back out.
Right.
If they make it past the missiles,
Right.
they're gonna suffocate down there.
That's right, and we're going to read it.
The only ones that have fallout shelters and stuff
Right.
in different countries in Europe, they're gonna make it.
Right.
But you know what? We're gonna go down there after the smoke is clear and we're gonna get them.
We're going to get them. That's right.
Right.
That's right. That's
Mainly
the deal.
the main ones that we're gonna get is the elite.
Right. The elite
Could be the
families.
Bush families. They're considered an elite family. The Rothschilds, we're going to definitely. The Mossad's going to make it where the members of the Rothschild family, they're not going to die. They're going to make it. They're going to know when the missiles come. They're going to make it. Whether they're in the shuttle, whether they're down in some underground city. But after the smoke clear, we're going to dig down and we're going to pull them up.
Right. Matter of fact, I got 2 scriptures for that. Let's go first with Amos.
Amos chapter 9, verse 1.
Go on.
I saw the Lord standing upon the altar, and he said, smite the lintel of the door, that the posts may shake, and cut them in the head, all of them.
What does it mean, smite the lintel of the door? The door is talking about what? America. The lintel is going to be smited when those nuclear missiles hit. Go on.
And cut them in the head, all of them. And I will slay the last of them with the sword. He that fleeth of them shall not flee away.
Go on.
And he that escapeth of them shall not be delivered.
Go on.
Though they dig.
Because they won't be able to escape the nuclear destruction. This thing is going, when this thing happens, the only people that's going to escape is the ones that's slated to be delivered on those chariots, which the white man calls the so-called UFOs. Anybody outside of that, they ain't going to make it out of here. All right? There it is right there, the chariot. That's the only way you can escape. That's the only deliverance. That's why it's called the chariots of Israel. Because only Israelites going to be in the chariots. No other nations. Just Israelites. And the elect. Right, they ain't going to be able to sneak in there. Stow away, right.
Like Rocket Man.
Right.
Get up in there. Because if they do make it, guess what? That's an automatic ass with them.
Right. And you know what? Them chariots can fly through water. They can fly through fire. They're what's the word I'm looking? Impenetrable. All right? What's that?
Yeah. But they'll never come out and say that the Israelites are controlling the ship. They'll never come out and say that.
No.
Yeah. Go on.
Though they dig into hell.
Now here's like the brother mentioned, they have a city down there. This is a scripture right here. Go on.
Though they dig into hell.
Though they dig into hell. Now that scripture proves that the earth is hell. All right. Hell means in the Hebrew, the word there is the grave, which means when you dig a grave, that's hell. You dig into hell.